Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Another TFSA Wealthsimple trade update. I like to do these updates during the week when the market is open. The portfolio is actually doing okay as there's a lot happening in the world right now out there. So we know we are in a volatile time. That hasn't changed. One thing that has changed though, I just read today, the Bank of Canada is raising interest rates. So that has taken effect. We kind of knew that was coming as well. So the market, you know, we're kind of where we've been for a while now. From my, from my understanding of it all, we know we're in kind of a bumpy, volatile time. So that being said, on the portfolio, we're not making any rash decisions. We're kind of just sticking with the plan. Now, I have done a small purchase. We'll go over that when I go over the portfolio. I had a dividend that came through that I did a reinvestment into the TFSA portfolio. So nothing huge changes. I'm just kind of keeping things as they are. It is March, so it is a new month. If you want to see the dividends that I received back in February, I posted that video on my channel, so you can go check that out. And I haven't made a deposit yet in March. I will do, again, we're doing regular deposits, so that will happen later on with tax time coming up. RRSP season finishing. I don't know necessarily how much I'll be able to kind of put into my TFSA, and depending what the market's doing, we're just going to take it slow and steady. But let's jump into the portfolio. We'll show how you're doing. The markets are open, so let's take a look. All right, here we are in the TFSA Wealthsimple trade portfolio. We'll go through here. We'll show you how the portfolio is doing all time. We've actually been almost going for one full year, which is hard to believe. Time does fly. So I think I'm pretty happy so far with how the portfolio is performing, considering when I started it and where we are today, and with how the world is right now. So we'll go through. We'll kind of show, again, the market is open, so these prices you may see fluctuating as we go here. But Brookfield Renewables, this one is doing okay the last few days. We're down a little bit today, but it seems like a lot of the renewable energy is starting to kind of pick up. Brookfield is another one that I'm going to start to be adding into again. The prices are pricey though. I'm going to have to start maybe going into some of these individual shares to build my positions as the fractional shares. I don't know. Let me know your comments on fractional shares. Do you have any? I haven't purchased really any other than testing it out, the feature earlier this year, but let me know what your thoughts on that. So we do have still 10 shares of Brookfield Renewables. Down only though 0.88%, which is nice. 4.07. It's had a pretty good week coming back up for Brookfield. And BTC.Y, this is the new one. This is the new Bitcoin yield ETF, and this is use covered calls. I don't fully understand how this all works. I've had a few comments on it. I'm going to learn a bit more about this, but what this will do is it will potentially give us regular dividends that are going to be showing up in our account monthly for that. So we did pretty good on this one. We actually purchased it when Bitcoin was down, and if you've been following the Bitcoin market, prices are back up. So we're actually up on our 20 shares, 22.80%. So pretty happy about that. That's kind of nice. We're going to, again, this is again long-term hold. We're not going to be flipping these and selling these for profit at this point. So that was kind of nice to see. CMC, Cielo Solutions, not doing well. We're just letting that one sit down today, 1.59%. I haven't added to that position. I think I don't have to rush into that one. That's kind of one I maybe took a bit too much of a rush into at the time. But again, hindsight's always 20/20, but we'll let it ride. We're not going to be selling any of that. ETC is 10.01. We can update the price here. It is down a little bit today. And our average cost, unfortunately, we're still $13.14. We have 99 shares. I'm going to keep adding to this, but I'm also going to be keeping an eye on how the other Bitcoin ETF works. The one difference between ETC, though, is it's obviously there's no covered calls involved. It's just strictly Bitcoin and Ethereum, though. So it's kind of a mixture of the two. But we are down 23.84%. And Greenlane Renewables, this one has been doing okay. Actually, we were able to pick up another 100 shares last week to bring our average down. Our average is still $1.28, but I think it's been hovering around $1. I'm going to try and add to more to this to kind of take advantage of this, because I think long term I'm kind of bullish on this natural renewable energy sector. But we're unfortunately down 20.42%. But we're up a little bit today, up almost 1%, which is nice on Greenlane Renewables. RioCan Real Estate Investment Trust. These seem to be doing well lately with the way the market's going. People are going into these less risky investments. Up today, we've had a good week on this one too. We're up 20.68%. We have 25 shares of REI. That one we also get the regular dividend. I think we received, you can check out the video. If I remember correctly, it was $2 we received altogether for our 25 shares, which is, hey, better than nothing. TransAlta Renewables, this one is been starting to pick up again as well, which is nice. Finally, we're still down 8%, but we have 38 shares up today a little bit, 0.51%, which is nice. And we had our dividends come through from RNW. They haven't made any changes to those dividends, so that's always nice to see as well. Solar Alliance Energy, that's another one of our small caps that we're kind of just sitting on, 11 cents down today. That one fluctuates a lot. I haven't added any more to that either. Again, I will, but just not taking any rush. Now, one thing I did add, I had that dividend come through, and I added yesterday to Slate Office REIT, just purchasing 2 additional shares of that. We're up a little bit today. Our average price is still a little bit higher, over $5, $5.12 is our average. But again, so we're just down 2% on 91 shares, but I do like the regular dividends that come with that. And I'll still be adding to that position. So been happy with that one as well for Slate Office REIT. And Telus has been doing quite well. Up again today, you can see 1.25%, 32.42. So we're up 15.15%. That's a mouthful on our 17 shares. Everybody, this is a channel favorite. It seems to be Telus. Everybody says, I wish we had more Telus. I haven't purchased any more. I will be adding to that. That's one of the ones I might kind of look into the fractional shares as well when I have some, just maybe possibly do some, to average the cost on that is to add some smaller deposits when I have it, to be able to add to these positions. We'll see. And VDY up 1.75% today. This is the Canadian High Dividend Yield Index ETF. Like this one as well. Good dividends coming through on this one, up 15.76%, which is nice. We have 44 shares, and of course we will be still adding to that position consistently. We're kind of, I think our portfolio, where I have it right now, pretty happy with the positions that are in there. I don't plan on adding anything else, and we'll just continue on adding to these the current ones in the portfolio for sure. VFV, Vanguard S&P 500 Index ETF. Again, we've seen the seesaw in the market that's happening with the S&P. 98.76, they up a little bit today, which is good. Haven't added any more, 27 shares total, but we're just down 0.35%, which is nice. So we're still just a little bit under our average cost. It's always kind of nice to, you know, have your portfolio not in the red by much. And that being said, so we are, let's go through here. So on the day, this will fluctuate up almost 1%, but on the week, doing okay, up 3% on the week, which is nice. $275.02. For the month, we're up though 2% on the month. What's helped on this is that new Bitcoin ETF, helping the portfolio for sure. But then again, on 3 months, so we're kind of starting to see stuff growing in the green here, which is nice, up 0.84%. But again, on the 1 year, we are down 1.61%, $154.13. Now, considering this, we can go to the all-time, it's going to be exactly the same because we haven't been going quite for a year. One more month, we're at the year mark. We are only down right now 1.61%. So I think with when I started my portfolio investing journey here and where we are today and with what the world is looking like, I think this down 1.61%. I'm happy with that, especially considering the stocks that I am invested in. Been happy. So let me know how your portfolio is doing. It's always kind of nice to hear how other people are doing. It would be nice to see if that was in the green, but I'm okay with this. Again, it's a long-term investment. We're thinking, you know, 5-10 years minimum for a lot of these holdings. So not too worried right now. We'll keep adding. I think the secret is to not make any rash decisions at these times. Stick with your plan, and we will hopefully see results in the long term. Thanks for watching. It's always fun to do these updates when the market is midweek. We will do another update onto the portfolio by the end of the weekend. We kind of like to do a nice recap of how the market did over the week. We're still bumpy out there. Hopefully everyone's portfolio is holding up. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. What are you buying? Are you selling? What's going on in your portfolio? It's always kind of interesting to see the stocks and the ETFs that other people have and how they're doing as well. So definitely appreciate it. If you've made it this far and aren't subscribed, we've got a great community that's building here. We've got lots of regular comments on the channel from a lot of the channel regulars, which is awesome to see. I appreciate everybody's comments. I read everybody's comments. I get a lot. I can't always respond to them all right away, but I try and give you at least a you know, a thumbs up or heart on the comments as they come in, and I try to get to it later to try and respond to everybody. So really appreciate it. If I don't get to your comment right away, it doesn't mean I haven't seen it. I have seen it, and I really appreciate it. So if you've made it this far and aren't subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Like I always like to say, subscribing is free. It'd be great to have you join along, and we'll see you all in the next video.